It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center, providing big city healthcare with a hometown touch. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, June 5th, 2019. It is 7 a.m.
It is.
And I got to say it, happy birthday, Caleb. He's in North Dakota working today. Love you. Happy birthday. Happy 25. Yay.
Happy birthday. I sent you a thing on Facebook.
Hope you have a wonderful day working all day long. Those guys work up there, let me tell you. Sometimes they'll put in as much as 17 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they put in the time.
They put in the time. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right.
Little bit humid outside, but
little bit.
Yeah.
Still a nice morning. It's just humid.
Came up McClure Lane and to the east. That field right there is just real foggy.
Yeah.
You know? So I thought, ooh, it's not humid out here at all. But oh my goodness.
You got fog in a lot of low-lying areas, but it's not too bad out on the roads. Streets are fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty day, but 'tis the season. We're not shoveling snow. We're not having to deal with ice or chilly weather. It's June in Arkansas, folks. You're going to sweat. June, July, and August, just, buy an extra bar of deodorant.
Wait a minute. Did I put a deodorant on this morning? No. You'll realize real quick if you didn't.
Let me tell you, I just bought a brand new round of it. Let me tell you. Anyway, Down on the Corner is brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center. The best care in the Midwest, right here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Baxter Regional Medical Center is the envy of many hospitals in the Midwest. The technology, the fantastic doctors, and the services they can provide. Check out their urgent care 24/7 on your smartphone, tablet, or computer for only $69 per visit. It's free to register, right?
Yep.
It's free to register.
Free to register, and they do recommend doing that now. It does take about 5 minutes or so to get everything put in.
So that gets like your debit or credit cards and your payment options.
Well, and also where you live, your name, your...
Oh, that's right. You got to get all the...
Yeah, they get all that in there. But you can go ahead and do that now. It doesn't cost anything, and that way when you're ready to use it, everything's already set up and you're ready to go.
And the thing about it, if you're in Springfield, maybe at a Springfield Cardinals game, you could be in Green Bay at an NFL game, who knows? And, man, I need to, get on the phone and take care of it right there. So you go to BaxterRegionalCare.com, App Store on Apple, Google Play, on the other smartphones. Urgent Care 24/7. Great technology, and, boy, what a great idea that was.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Baxter Regional Medical Center is the envy of many hospitals throughout the Midwest, and they serve about 18 counties right here in Arkansas and southern Missouri. So we appreciate Baxter Regional Medical Center for all they do for all the communities. And I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. Of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. They have 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. We've got Bomber Boulevard. And all 3 locations are ready to serve you. You can get cinnamon rolls and all kinds of breakfast items this morning, along with the best coffee in town.
There you go.
Best coffee in town is Brewed Awakening. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water, and they've got lattes and mochas and iced coffee, and they've got all kinds of blends. You talk to Mike or any of the staff out there of any of the 3 locations, and they can recommend something for you, but it's excellent, excellent coffee. Brewed Awakening Coffee. Appreciate Mike and his staff for all the help they've been over the years, and the great Brewed Awakening Coffee. Check them out. 3 locations here in Mountain Home. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, when the need arises, whether it's an emergency or the passing of a loved one after a long illness, whatever the situation, they are there to serve you. Roller Funeral Homes, talk to Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, Brad. Anybody is willing to help, more than happy to help, and they understand. That's the whole point. They're very professional, and especially in an emergency situation. Oh my goodness, this is just that. What do I do? Calm down, talk to Rollers. They will step in and they will handle the situation. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. 29 Roller Funeral Homes in Arkansas, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. They bring you morning prayer each and every day, and let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, my sense of shock and disbelief in the news that former State Senator Linda Collins Smith was murdered is still with me. The sadness and shock has spread throughout the state. Today I pray for Linda's family that you'll help them cope with her passing. But Lord, once again, a senseless murder. Once again, your command, thou shalt not kill, was ignored. A human life taken from us, and as of yet for no reason why. I pray for all of our elected leaders, Lord, that you keep them safe and protect them from evil. And that's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
brace yourself.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's getting better at that.
You're just getting harder hearing, I think.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. For all your real estate needs, give them a call at 870-405-0793. Retire to Arkansas. You want some coffee, Mayor? It's right over here. Retire to Arkansas.net. And it's time for the White River.
The Foggy River. A lot of fog coming off that river this morning.
Ooh, wow.
Kind of see land way back up in there.
Yeah, you see the horizon. That'd be almost back towards Gassville. But wow, look at that fog this morning. Little bit of humidity out there today.
Can't even see Cotter.
Yeah, wow. I wouldn't think it'd be that thick.
Oh, down by the river, yeah.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
That cool water coming off the river hitting that humid.
Oh, yeah, my goodness. 7:06 this morning. That's brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zador. For all your real estate needs, buying, selling, need some property, Arkansas or Missouri, Mountain Home, Marshall, Mountain View, Yellville, doesn't matter, they can help you. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Retire to Arkansas.net. We'll check that here in just a few minutes. And, of course, Bob and Linda need some more listings, $80,000 to $150,000 range and on up to $250,000. So give them a call today. 69 degrees in Mountain Home, 68 at Flippin, 74 in Harrison already, 68 at Yellville, Salem and Calico at 69, while it's 68 in Mountain View. Around the region, St. Louis is at 68, Poplar Bluff at 71, West Plains at 69, 72 at Branson. And for Caleb's birthday, they're celebrating with a heat wave at 45, but they're to go to almost 82 degrees today. They'll warm up another almost 40 degrees. So, in that area, it could be 40 at night and 80 during the day, so they've said they had some warm temperatures. And so, anyway, I'm going to pop this graph off. Severe outlook does not include Arkansas. It does include Indianapolis, St. Louis, and Asheville, North Carolina, which is away from our region. So, we may have some pop-up showers here and there later today. On the radar map right now, on the national scene, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Iowa, Louisiana, and Texas getting a lot of showers right now, moving over into Mississippi and Alabama. Southern Indiana, northern Kentucky, and the Chicago area, Lake Michigan, places like that, Ohio. Looks like it's all moving east. Wow. Anyway, ready for that Little Rock stop?
Yep.
All right. The Little Rock radar showing extreme southern Arkansas around El Dorado to the east-southeast of Texarkana with some showers. A little bit around Texarkana affecting I-30 down there at the state line. A little bit between Mena and Hot Springs, and then Little Rock showing a little bit. So northern part of the state, 62, 412 east and west is clear. Highway 65, Little Rock Branson is clear. In 60, did I say 65 or 67 there? Highway 65, Little Rock, Branson is clear. 67, 167, Batesville, Poplar Bluff. Looks like it's in good shape. On your interstates, you need to watch I-30 towards Texarkana, a little bit on I-40 west, Little Rock to Fort Smith. Not much, maybe a little bit, and maybe a little bit on I-40 east, but I-49 is clear, I-55 is clear, and 555 is clear right now. State of Missouri, St. Louis, looks like we don't have much going on. Well, yeah, we do. North of St. Louis over in the Illinois area. Not affecting any of the interstates right now. 70 into St. Louis and then east towards Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois. East St. Louis, Illinois, I-64 to Mount Vernon in good shape. I-70 and I-44 east towards St. Louis, no problems there. And I-55 coming in from Sykeston and Cape Girardeau, look like it's in pretty good shape. A little bit of shower activity in the Springfield, Lincoln, Illinois area. Not a lot of showers, but just a little bit. Raining on the corn up there in Illinois. Boy, it better rain on the corn up there, because you ever had Illinois corn? Ooh, good stuff.
I haven't.
Oh, really good corn. Interstate 70, Kansas City to Columbia in good shape. We're getting some radar stops come back on Joplin, Springfield. They may have that intensity. That may be the humidity showing up there, Scooter. Tulsa, I-44, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla in good shape there. And let's see, we'll take a look at the forecast map. We have some flood advisories along the Gulf Coast, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. little bit of flood warning here in southern Missouri around the West Plains area with this is still some runoff. Missouri River, Arkansas River still running full. We'll take a look at the Arkansas River at Little Rock today, June 5th. It's at, I better put my glasses on, these are small print. Latest observation value 29.71 at 5 a.m. on June 5th. Flood stage is 23 feet. We're sitting at 29.71. So it's 9.71 above flood stage. The record at Little Rock 34.6. And so it looks like that river will start its receding hopefully by tomorrow and things will get back to normal. 7-day forecast today, mostly sunny, then a chance of thunder showers, 30% chance this afternoon and tonight, high of 89, low of 69. Then you were saying this when Bob was here earlier, all through the weekend, Scooter, look at this. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we go 70, 70, 70, 70, 60, 70, 20, and 30 all the way through Sunday. So we got shower activity from Thursday through Sunday, ranging from a 70% to a 20% chance, depending on night and day and the heat and everything. Temperature ranges from 83 degrees on Thursday, high of 77 on Friday, high of 81 on Saturday. Sunday, a high of 84. Low temperatures around the mid-60s throughout the region. Spring in Arkansas.
It's here.
Yeah. Checking iDrive Arkansas. When you travel, you can check your border states, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Anywhere you see a circle blue X, if these are side roads that you're looking to go through, mainly from Little Rock towards the Fort Smith area and down towards Pine Bluff. For instance, we'll hit this one just north of Conway right here. Highway 25, Faulkner County, high water, both lanes are closed there. Go over to Fort Smith and click this one. It's going to be 255 at Sebastian County, high water, total distance of 2.5 miles closed right there. So before you travel, check iDrive Arkansas. Also going up into Missouri, you can go to MoDOT. They've got some issues up there. I-29 is still closed north of Kansas City towards the Iowa line. There are some detours available if you have to go up into Iowa or Nebraska up in that area. Caleb's going to be coming down that way. We're going to have to find him. May have to come down through Lancaster and Ottumwa, Iowa to get down through there. So got to do some rerouting. So be sure to check out iDrive Arkansas, our Missouri Department of Transportation traveler information map. Now for all of us allergy sufferers, today 7.8 medium high. Grasses, mulberry, and walnut are the top allergens for the Mountain Home area. Tomorrow's predicted a medium 6.1. And so I haven't had a lot of allergies in the last 2 or 3. Well, when I first started mowing grass.
Yeah, well, you were coughing and hacking a while back. So.
Yeah, about a couple of weeks ago, just eyes were itchy, but so far so good. So you've got our sympathy, all you allergy sufferers out there. My goodness. Top allergens today, grasses, mulberry, and walnut. 6.1 tomorrow, 7.8 today. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Sador. For all your real estate needs, give them a call at 870-405-0793, the award-winning Z-Team. And also, Linda is a professional stager, so when you list your home for sale with the Z-Team, Linda can come in and say, let me make these suggestions and set it up for that eye appeal so it will sell quickly. Can we look at the river one more time? Wonder how much has transpired in about 7 minutes. Is
Nothing.
I think it's got thicker.
Yeah.
I think it got thicker.
Yeah, the fog moved over and it's just blocking everything now.
Yeah. What do you think about it? We'll check it out later on in the show when the mayor's here. So anyway, morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Give them a call once again, 870-405-0793. Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11. I look forward to Saturdays downtown. I love the Square. It's just down home Arkansas. It's so much fun. And then to walk in to Old Time Restaurant, it's just like family and friends are welcome here. Sit wherever you like. You're not in a hurry. Lean back, have some coffee, visit with some friends, have a nice breakfast, lunch, whatever it may be.
There you go.
A lot of fun.
And this morning for breakfast, we've got hand-cut pork chops, eggs, hash browns, biscuit and gravy or toast, all for only $6.88. And for lunch, you have your choice between ham and beans or liver and onions. Comes with 2 sides, roll or cornbread for $6.88. Can't beat it.
Well, you can't beat it.
Amanda's got a whole bunch of homemade pies ready to go. So
vinegar pie. What about the cobblers?
I think it's lemon cobbler, I believe. I'm not positive.
It's a nice spring cobbler. That would be good. Wow. Folks, it's your invitation. Come on down to Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. You will thoroughly enjoy it. Vacation Bible School at Eastside Baptist continues at 6 o'clock tonight for grade school age children. And then we got Vacation Bible School at First Baptist Church Flippin, June 17th through 21st from 8:30 to noon for ages 4 through completed 6th grades. Our good friend Pastor Aaron Lindsay there and his staff having VBS. And then we have another Vacation Bible School at the Mountain Home Church of Christ at College at North Street here in Mountain Home. The fine congregation there doing another VBS, June 16th through the 19th. This is for all ages, adults and children. 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., so 2 hours. So instead of just dropping the kids off, adults have their own study, the kids have their activities. It'll be a fun time at Mountain Home Church of Christ at College and North Street in Mountain Home.
I went to the Taste of the Twin Lakes last night, and it was packed. Well, they had actually sold out, and it was just huge. They had so many vendors and restaurants cooking. They had hundreds of silent auctions along with the live auctions, and it was just a lot of fun. I do want to go over some of the top winners because they do judge the food and stuff there. But the judges did a top entree, went to Kuyon's with Warrior Cafe coming in second. Letty's won the best appetizer with Kuyon's in second. The best dessert went to Heavenly Grounds.
Really?
With Holy Smokes coming in second. Now, for the People's Choice, because people, you get a vote. People's Choice went to Holy Smokes. They won the People's Choice Award, and the Best Booth Award went to Letty's. So it was really
a lot of fun.
It was really a good time. A lot of food.
I bet there
I
was.
left there full.
American Legion Post 23 in Cotter will have their Junk in the Trunk sale at Cotter Park from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on June 8th. Load the trunk, the hatch, whatever, the pickup truck. Pay your $25 for what the registration fee is. I think it's $20 there. What it does, it goes to help the American Legion Post 23 in Cotter. And you can sell your stuff like a portable garage sale right there. And then coming up at the library on June 22nd, the tech classes continue with Get Social, the Facebook edition on June 27th. This is from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. at the Donald W. Reynolds Library right here in Baxter County, Arkansas. And with that, 7:17. You got anything else, Scooter?
Nope. That's it.
We'll take a break. The mayor of Mountain Home, Hillrey Adams, here with us today. Going to be our guest, so stick around. We'll talk with the mayor here in just a few minutes. I'm out of coffee. I got to get coffee. Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly. No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you 7:23 in the Mayor of Mountain Home. Hillrey Adams is here this morning. Welcome back, sir. Good to see you.
Thank you. It doesn't seem like it's been today's starts 6 months.
That went quick.
You got real lucky. You got me on the day after I got sworn in. There.
That was so fun.
We got an extra 30 in this deal, but
January 1st was like a Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, and the first Wednesday then, and
I mean, you barely took your hand off the Bible, put the right hand out. Hey, you got TV tomorrow. You're the mayor.
But we've got 5 months in, and it's passed very quick.
Man,
it seemed like just yesterday.
Where does time go?
It goes round.
Had you ever met Senator Linda Collins Smith?
No, one time. I met her back when I worked for Senator Bozeman. I was at an event and met her just there at that, but I didn't know the lady. Yeah.
I'm very sad. I didn't know. But I knew you were over in that part of the country. She's from Pocahontas. It's kind of a sad situation.
She's Randolph County, the girl.
Yeah. So let's talk about the downtown square. Very pretty. The banners are out. The plants are in bloom, and you're talking about having to do some watering. Well, your water guy was on vacation. A lot of improvements.
It's looking better down there. You got to start somewhere, and we're hoping to grow that and bring some more. There's already a group working through Baxter Forward to add some more, possibly banners and plants. We've had a couple of businesses reach out to us, and we're in the process of getting some pricing put together right now for maybe some additional trash cans, not just a can, something that looks nice down there, and there's been some interest in maybe some benches and things like that. So, what we did was a good start, but there's a lot more to be done down there to clean it up.
When you look at the downtown square, of course, Scooter has the Old Time Restaurant, and it's, to me, it's the highlight of the week. Go down for breakfast Saturday morning. But then on the south side, you've got Nature's Way and the new restaurant there, and of course, you got Gregory Jewelers on the north side.
Got a barbershop over there.
Got a barber. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yep. Is he down by which?
He's just down the street from Gregory. I believe he's right next to the Sherry Group there. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But downtown is nice. Then you get the farmers market on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It's fun. I enjoy downtown, and then the improvements are just made it.
You got Cove Creek Coffee around there now too, and the Bertels are doing a really good job with that. And while we're on the square, Mark Bertel, Jr., he got together with a group, and I know he spent a couple of Sundays down there, and those guys have weed-eated the cracks and the sidewalks. They pressure washed several buildings. They didn't get all of them done, but that's something they're still working on. And definitely want to say thanks to Mark and his group of guys for the work they've done to try to clean some of that mildew off those buildings down there.
So can you imagine, folks, now, and I'm sure the traveling season, gasoline prices are stable, if not falling a little bit. I think oil was down a little bit again this morning and yesterday. So I think over the last 2 days it's dropped about $1.50 a barrel. So we should have a good tourist season. And so, when you come into the downtown square, this is kind of a challenge to folks. Rediscover downtown Mountain Home. Old Time Restaurant, Nature's Way, Gregory Jewelers, Mark's Fine Clothing. I can't remember everybody down there. But you've got Square One Music down there. Yep. Rediscover the square, downtown Mountain Home.
Yeah.
And, it's good to see privately owned business. Gregory's, Old Time, Nature's Way. I remember I first moved here, Saturday morning on the square, 9 o'clock, man, you had Oklahoma Tire and Supply, you had Western Auto, you had Shoe Land, you had dryer shoes on one side.
Well, and having events down there, the Friday night block party's going real good so far. Had a good line of entertainment down there, and got even some big names coming in before the summer's over a month. I think the month of August, I'm not sure exactly what they're calling that, Hot August or something, but I know they've worked real hard to get some good groups together for that. And, it looks like it's drawing a pretty good crowd down there so far early in the season right there.
Mickey was here yesterday, said over 600. Is that what you remember?
I would believe that.
It could have been. I didn't get down there this past Friday. It was the first one I hadn't been able to be there at all. But I know the band that was there, Leslie Williams band.
Oh, they're good.
They draw a lot of folks. That's what it's all about, that following that band's got right there.
Let's talk real quick about the upcoming Red, White, and Blue. We've got a few minutes before we take a break. You've got a new...
We got a new event we've added to. I recently attended a Red, White, and Blue committee meeting, and there was some discussion about how Friday night doesn't have anything really going on out there. With the help of Townsend Spice down at Melbourne, Arkansas, we reached out to them, and they had a connection to State Cook-Off Association, and now we will be hosting on Friday night a sanctioned by the State Cook-Off Association state cooking contest.
You game, Scooter?
Well, hey, listen, you might want to be game $1,000 first place winner.
I'm looking at the pots here, and man, woo.
There's some real, and here's the thing about that event. There will be teams who compete in State Cook-Off Association, and I do one of these each fall in Jonesboro. It's the only barbecue contest I cook in all year. They have a Friday night state cook-off, and there are people who travel that circuit. They're accumulating points to qualify to go to the World Championship. If you win an event, you're an automatic qualifier. And so there are people who are out chasing those points, trying to get qualified. We now have a sanctioned event. We're hoping to draw somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 teams here. But any team in Mountain Home that wants to come in, are $150 entry fee. You're in. We furnish the steaks, which are being provided by West Plains Bank and Trust. They're our steak sponsor this year. You'll get 2 steaks, inch and an eighth ribeyes. You'll cook those ribeyes at a designated time, turn them in, a blind judging. Hey, first place is $1,000. You know,
like,
who
wow.
couldn't use that? And, you know, I've seen people do some really crazy things at these steak contests. And you never know who might walk out there with that check.
Trying to bring this up real quick before we take a break.
We think it'll be a fun time that Friday night out there on the campus at the college. The committee's possibly looking at some local entertainment that Friday night.
There you go.
And just to add something to red, white, and blue, you know, and this could very well be what it needs right there to kick it up a notch. And
this is a real quick, take a picture of it, put it on the screen. Sign up at statecookoffs.com. And so folks can see the Red, White, and Blue 2019 event location 1600 South College. Of course, the college area takes place on the 28th of June. Yeah, that Friday night. Wow.
Yeah. And you know, we're going to be visiting with, I've already started visiting with banks. Mm-hmm. Would like some banks to get teams. You know, there's a lot of competition between banks, real estate agents in this town. Well, let's have a little fun competition.
There you go.
Let's get out there at night and let's see just which bank has the best steak cooking team. And, you know, they might get lucky and hit that big lick and,
never know.
Win
never
that $1,000 pot right there. You never know.
You got the real estate folks.
It's all in how those judges like it, you know. And they have some very strict guidelines. Steak Cook-Off Association does.
Really?
When they want the appearance to look a certain way. When they slice it, they want a certain color, and then they want it to taste a certain way. And so, you know, it's whatever that judge feels like.
Really? I didn't know it was that stringent. Wow.
Yeah. So, but we think it'll be just something that, you know, we were lucky with Townsend Spice's help.
That's good.
Getting
and they're out of Melbourne?
Put together. They're out of Melbourne.
Yeah.
And then, you know, of course, we needed a sponsor for the steak. That helped a lot.
Yeah. And West Plains Bank stepped up for that.
West Plains Bank stepped up, and they're supplying all the steaks for us. So I think it'll be a fun evening.
Yeah,
Get out there. Cool. It doesn't take a few minutes to cook a steak. It's not like an all-night barbecue contest. Get out there, roll out your Weber, throw some fire in there, and have a good time and go home. Be done in 30 minutes.
Some killer steaks right here.
Well, we kind of think maybe Old Time Cafe needs a team in this deal right here.
Hint, hint. Is that a strong hint?
I think that, you know.
Or is that a direct mayoral order?
Well, it's just we'll go with a hint. We'll go with a hint. Hints work a lot better.
There you go. Hey, let's take a look at the White River. See what that fog's doing at 7:33. See, there you go. Look at the difference there in about 20 minutes. Wow, you see the bridge at the 9 o'clock position, and a little bit more fog there at the 6 o'clock and 3 o'clock position. But the City of Cotter, the beautiful White River, brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. For all your real estate needs, time for a break. 7:33. Be right back.
Hey.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Gray's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
Hi, it's Bob.
7:36. We're visiting with the Mayor of Mountain Home, the Honorable Hillrey Adams. So let's talk a little tourism. Hopefully we get some tourism coming up through here and put some money in the bank off some sales tax revenues. How's sales tax revenues looking so far?
They're looking good.
Good.
They've been up slightly all year.
Good.
You know, last year we had the misfortune we had to pay back some.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're well ahead of that number, you know, that payment we had to make. But when you put the payment back into it, you know, we're still up some from where we were last year, and hopefully that's going to continue to grow for us. Lake is a little bit high right now, more than we'd like it, but, you know, we've had several things happen around here lately. That college Bassmaster tournament, that was huge. A lot of people here in town for a few days, followed by the high school, and then we had the 2A baseball tournament and softball. That was really good. And, you know, I tried to get out there each day at that tournament.
Well, the 2A, was that with Salem?
Salem. We co-sponsored that with Salem. And I made it a point each day of that tournament to go to both complexes. And I visited with either a coach, a school administrator, a superintendent, someone from each team.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't find that, you know, I maybe pick up a parent or something. Heard a lot of good comments about this community. People, you know, from way down south, Junction City and, and some Poyen and some of those towns.
That's on the Louisiana line down there.
Hey, you're there when you get to Junction City.
Yeah.
They all were really complimentary of the area, what they saw. The only complaint, and they filed a complaint with Coach Don Webb, was how crooked the roads were up here. And so Coach Webb is going to be working on straightening the roads this next year.
Straight them out, Don. Straight them.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. One day a guy walked up to Coach and wanted to complain about how crooked the roads were, but they all loved the area, and I tried to make it a point in my visit with them to invite them back. You know, I know you're here this week, you're busy, you're playing baseball, you're playing softball for this state championship, but come back. Come see us this summer, come see us this fall. And those things right there expose our community to a different group of people. And hopefully we'll see folks.
Yeah, we may not be able to camp much, but we've got some fine resorts all around.
That's right. There's plenty of places to stay around the lake. And, you know, you might not have a spot to put your tent right now.
Yeah.
But there's other places to stay.
Yeah, plenty of good resorts on both lakes.
You betcha.
So, wow.
Yeah.
So upcoming events, baseball, fishing, any other sports?
You know, some of the sports stuff is actually winding down. Soccer or softball's still going pretty strong. Youth softball is, and there's probably a tournament or two coming, and then I think rag ball will get started towards the end of July right there. But, you know, we've got several things in the works right now. Some of them are not as much sports related as there are some other things we got that are coming up here pretty quick for us. It looks like for the first time in a while, but before we get off parks, you know, we were lucky and had a little ceremony last week. Cure Center Ministries approached us about adopting Cooper Park.
Oh, really?
Or not Cooper, excuse me, Hickory Park.
Oh, yeah, the old one downtown.
The old one downtown. Yeah. That park was established in 1954.
Yep.
by the Rotary Club of Mountain Home. Rotary Club was there last week and made a very nice donation to Care Center Ministries. And excuse me, the ministry, the plan right now is for them to go in there, do a lot of painting, landscape, just overall enhancement of the park. And it's a long-term deal for them. They're not in it to go in there and whitewash it and clean it. They wanted the park to maintain.
So have the horseshoe up on
yes,
the
sir. The horseshoe's still up there. And of course, Care Center, they're going to work as money becomes available to them. They started off with a $3,500, I believe it was, grant from the Thrivent Financial Group.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so the Thrivent Group, then the donation last week from Rotary, they've got a pretty good little amount of money to start buying some paint and supplies. And Ty Cotter and those boys have done a really good job of coming up with some ideas. And they work hard while they're out there. They really work hard while they're out there. And so we're looking forward to see what happens at Hickory Park over the next few months out there with their help.
It's just, it's behind, basically behind Integrity First Bank.
Yes, sir, right there next to it. It runs between Hickory, street fronts on Hickory. The ball fields at the back.
Yeah.
You know,
anybody using that ball field right now?
There's some softball teams use it for practice out there during softball season. It doesn't have any kind of scheduled games or anything like that on it.
Now, I remember when that was the field.
That was the field.
That was Little League. Everybody was out there in that field. I mean, that was the ball field in Mountain Home.
You know, we're really looking forward to their work on this project out there and cleaning that up for us. Then we've got, and it'll be coming up, a proposed annexation east of town. That's going to be a pretty good sized project with a major sewer expansion.
East of town.
62 East out there, and that's where a proposed project, it looks like everything's starting to get in line for us to do a sewer expansion project out there. And
where's your start point?
Start point, we're going to be picking up the sewer at Walmart, but we're going to be bringing it back up 62 East. We're going to be bringing it through there by Moran's equipment up to the old driving range property.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be doing a bore under the highway.
Oh, that's right, because...
And then once we get it under the highway, then we're going to run west along both sides of the highway.
So
back towards town.
Where you parked your trailer for a while by KKTZ Radio, that's not city, is it?
That's not city. That side, the main area we're going to be working on right now is the south side of the highway, which is along from about
so it makes that
Car-Mart, that side of the road, and we're going all the way out to Galaxy Fireworks, Buzzard Roost Cutoff. That area there. We're going to be working on the south side. So now where Dunn's
driving range used to be, with the water sewer in the annex, wouldn't that make it more?
Oh, much more.
That property value.
There's so much opportunity out there, and we've been meeting with some of those owners out there, and the annexation proposal could be coming up here within the next couple of weeks.
Now the property across from Flashbacks, the Freeman has a Wander.
The old Midland Marine property.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Is that city?
The property is actually in the city, I believe, the old Midland property, but it doesn't have sewer service to it. And so one of the things we're looking at is making sewer available. And it's going to take a little while to do it, but we're in the design engineering stages right now to get sewer to both sides of that highway out there. And
that's going to be a major improvement.
It's going to be a huge improvement, and that's an area that is prime for growth.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to provide the service to it.
Now, what about the old Arkansas Highway Department building just to the east of
I don't know what they're doing with that. I know they got a sign on it.
Because that's county property too. Because like I heard, at that time it was AHD, Arkansas Highway Department, that the road between that and Kent Chevrolet was a dividing line between county and city properties.
There's a little spot right there, an island, and I'm sure that there is. My guess is, I don't know if sewer's on that property or not. I would think it is, but it may not be. But the state owns that building there.
I think
and it's
there's a
for
for
sale
sale
through
sign.
RDOT right now, so I don't know what's going to happen with that piece of property or when.
The old Burger King building?
The old Burger King is sitting there, that's a prime spot for somebody to do something with. We'd like to see those type of things get occupied. And then, of course, now we got one just opened up this week with the closure of Fred's and them moving out. That building's now vacant, which is a very
That's
nice
a brand
location.
new building.
Yeah. I think what someone
When did
told
they
me
build
yesterday,
this?
like 3-year-old that was.
Yeah.
So, I haven't actually been approached by anyone about that building yet.
What would be good at the Fred's building downtown, right there?
In that Fred's building?
Yeah, right across from Hardee's.
There would be several things that'd be real nice in there. A pharmacy. You look at a lot of other towns very near Walgreens and across the corner a lot of times.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
there's a
Walgreens.
CSV pharmacy. I think it'd make an excellent location for something like that.
It would.
We've actually had a lot of people talk to us about Aldi's. Well, I don't make that decision. I can write them a letter.
Mm-hmm.
And say,
I think I
Aldi's,
sent
we'd
you a
like
text
for
on
you
that.
to
We
come
getting it all?
And we have sent a letter to Aldi's,
Well, Aldi's might fit in that old Fred's building.
It might be that the people, if they really want an Aldi's, that maybe they need to be talking to Aldi's and sending them letters and communicating with them and letting those folks hear from Aldi's.
No, you couldn't do it in the Hastings building because that'd be competition with Harps. You wouldn't want to put it on the Harps property there. Hastings, or that Fred's building.
That would be an ideal spot. Yeah. So, I'm sure that some of these real estate people right here and these developers are, know about that building, and they're working real hard to try to find something to get in it, and that'd be great to get something back in there pretty quick.
Come on, 7:47, time for the last break of the morning. Visiting with the Mayor of Mountain Home, Hillrey Adams. Stick around, be right back.
Hi, it's Bob and Linda Zadora. We're the Z team at Century 21 Lemac Realty. We'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. There she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. 4-wheel suspension. Handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work. And deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
For years I've lifted weights, probably 30 years. The last 2.5, 3 years, I'd have pain in my back of my deltoid at the joint. And it was extremely painful. And it didn't matter if I lifted weights or what I did whenever I pushed on anything. It hurt. Dr. Osgood had told me about this laser therapy. And so I tried it. 4 sessions later, 0 pain. And now I'm lifting weights again with no pain.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
$7:49, finishing out the program this morning with our mayor, Hillrey Adams, Mayor of Mountain Home. What else do we need to cover, sir?
Well, this Thursday night, be June the 6th, City Council will have a meeting, but prior to the council meeting at 5 o'clock, we're going to have a public hearing. And that public hearing, folks should be aware of, because we've been publicizing it pretty good, is about a grant application We're going to be filing with State Parks and Recreation Department in August. And that grant is a 50-50 match. State Parks and Recreation has already been in Mountain Home. They've done their on-site review already. We've had some people come in and look at our parks, playgrounds, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of need there, Dale. A lot of need in our park system for upgrading equipment.
Bleachers.
Various things. There's more needs than we got money for sure.
I have to compliment the Parks Department. Go out to the dog park quite a bit, and the maintenance has been good. They're keeping it clean, mowed, and weed eated.
Very good job this year. So we're working on that grant application. One of the requirements for that is a public hearing. We've already taken a ton of feedback off Facebook and our website and places like that. So we've already got a pretty good idea of what some of the people are interested in, but we have to have that public hearing for the documentation purposes of the grant application, which will go in August. That's a 50-50 match. We've got to be able to fund the entire project that we identify up front. So that means if we go for $100,000, I got to have $100,000 in the bank, and I get back 50% of it. The cap on that grant is $250,000. So we could do a $500,000 project within the park system. I just don't know at this time how much money we can come up with on our part. The other thing we'll be working on beside that, we've got another application that'll go in July 15th for the walking trail at Cooper Park.
Oh,
there's
really?
a mile-long walking trail there. And we have found a grant opportunity through a foundation called Blue and You, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I know of a couple of cities that got up to $145,000 for trail work and outdoor exercise equipment. And that's becoming a huge deal on walking trails. So we have someone right now working on some design. And around that walking trail at Cooper Park, we hope to install various rowing machines, pull-ups. It'd all be outdoor grade exercise equipment, and that's something that's very popular, is to put 3 or 4 stations around that walking trail. You're doing your walk, you want to stop and do some setups on a machine or whatever. So that is in the works, and we'll get that application in by July 15th right there.
Let me throw you a curveball. What about, at one time, one of the former mayors had the idea of an indoor pool facility. Remember that one?
I remember that, and it's still an idea. I just know that that's something that costs a ton of money.
That's a lot of money.
That.
Yeah,
you're what I'd like
well
to do,
over $1 million on that one.
What I'd like to do with this first grant application is to make as much improvement as we can with whatever money we can come up with at this point in time. We weren't really prepared for this. We didn't have anything in the budget for this, but I've already been talking to the city council that the State Parks and Rec grant won't actually happen. We have it, apply for it in August. We don't get an award on it until January.
Oh, wow.
So we've got time for the 2020 budget to make sure we come up with a source of money to dedicate to this project, because that project would be done during 2020.
And the reason behind this, when you look, whether you're at Callista Willette Park, and I know for a fact that what I call the major league field for the little league guys, there needs to be some improvement. For a while we were picking splinters out of our hind end off of the bleachers. You know what I'm saying? And then, when you got these tarps that are hanging down and ripped, and it's the eye appeal, like, they really don't care.
No, and that's not
and so
true.
When you get your
me,
stuff,
we're already we've been looking, had our people out there, how we could do this and that. We've actually had a company come in here a couple weeks ago that has done some design work in parks facilities. We're looking at that. I mean, that list that has come into us and what people would like to see is very long. And we know but here's
and the things that I remember is the fact to fix one thing didn't take a lot of money.
Right.
But one thing here and one thing there, and it was left alone. And, after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, all of a sudden they got all these things accumulative.
Well, what the State Parks and Recreation Department has told us is this. They had rather see us spending what we can afford and coming to them every year for a grant that would be, maybe coming in there with a $50,000 to $100,000 grant request instead of a $500,000 request, and have a plan of what we want to do over the next 4 or 5 years.
Right.
The director of the grants there told me, I visited with him 2 weeks ago, and he told me about a town in northeast Arkansas that it took 5 years to get it done, but put in a really nice city pool and all the stuff around the pool and everything by getting a little bit of money at a time, because you can count in-kind labor and some donated material and stuff like that. So
what about on the West End, the park on the West End, over by the New Harps?
McCabe. That's out there. We haven't been doing anything with it at this point in time. We're not looking to do very much out there right now. Now,
trying to get the other stuff.
We won't get some improvements by playground equipment. It's at Cooper Park. That's by far the busiest park we have. But when you look at the playground equipment, it's outdated. We can't get parts. We can't fix some of that stuff anymore. But then you go to Keller Park, the softball complex, and there's zero out there for kids to do. Not every kid's on that softball field or that baseball field or that soccer field playing. Usually you got a couple others, in your family, and there's nothing for them to do at those. So we need to really look at playground equipment. We've had a lot of requests come in for that.
Goodness, I forgot, when you think about that Cooper Park, I remember my youngest boy's 25 today, and I remember they used to play on that stuff.
Yeah.
There at Cooper Park.
And that may be the same stuff.
I bet it is. Yeah, I bet it is.
Some of it may or may not be.
And it just, my boys are all adults. I don't even think twice about it. But, we go back 20 years and they were playing on that.
Yeah,
so,
and I get, I drive through there virtually every day.
Do you?
And it's amazing amount of traffic at Cooper Park, either in the playgrounds or walking trails. It's by far the busiest place. One other thing we got to make sure we mention today, and it'll be coming up Father's Day weekend. A huge tournament coming to town. Mickey Husky Locker Room Classic.
That weekend?
It'll be Father's Day weekend, and I'm not sure exactly how many teams Coach White has coming this year, but there's going to be American Legion teams rolling in here for that Mickey Husky Locker Room Classic. I think the name of it now. And that'll be Father's Day weekend.
Up to about 18 to 20 teams. So
it varies every year. And I know Coach White, that's a good thing to come to the community.
Oh, it is.
We have Pontotoc, Mississippi, to Blue Eye, Missouri, and
places in Kansas
in between. So
they brought in Brooks Robinson one year.
Yeah, they did. I remember when Brooks came in one time.
Got his autograph. So, that's a thrill. Baltimore Orioles.
That's coming up. We definitely want to make sure, if you want to see some good baseball, for 3 or 4 days, get out there. Coach White and them be putting on a good show.
Final 2 minutes.
Hey, I can't stress enough how much I've enjoyed every single day of this first 5 months. It has been a very enjoyable experience. One of the things that we're working real hard on, and we talked about this earlier, is people cleaning up their own places. I'm keeping the code enforcement guys and the building inspector very busy. We've been very active in sending out letters about property, anything from mowing the grass to tearing buildings down. We've actually got a couple of buildings that are already down. The property owners cleaned those up. We notified them it needed to happen, and luckily they did that for us and got rid of a couple of eyesores. There's some more out there. And, it's just like you drive up and down 62 Highway. And when you drive up and down Cardinal College, 9th Street, some of the major highways that people see when they come to town. Get out, clean your place up, make it look like.
Get it done.
We need to present a good image when we have visitors. They don't need to drive by an old vacant property such as that Burger King.
I hear you.
The old Long John Silver's and see grass knee high. Take care of your place, clean it up a little bit, and it'll just present a better image for the city.
Good to have you here today. Good visiting with you. And we'll look forward to next month, Mayor.
Thank you. That'll be 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, thanks. Wraps it up. Got to run. See you tomorrow.